awful that way?
Thanks for tuning in. We've had a couple of customers ask us about one of our other brands, Global Call. So you probably know this already, but my name is Randy, Perfect Video Conferencing. And under the Global Call brand, we built a managed service product for VoIP, or voice over IP. And that's been primarily a space for us to sell managed ShoreTel or hosted ShoreTel infrastructure. But we've got a number of other products behind that. And we use VoIP to power a lot of these LifeSize codecs, these video units, so that they can speak to the public switched telephone network. And as I've used a lot of these acronyms, customers have said to me, just at a very baseline, well, what is VoIP? Are you talking about phones in the cloud, or you're talking about Vonage or Skype? And quite frankly, all of those answers are correct. Voice over IP, or VoIP, is the methodology by which we bypass a lot of the traditional telco phone lines. The legacy AT&T physical copper wires still work great. We still sell them, and in a lot of our deployments, if you've got those POTS lines or those plain old telephone service lines, perfectly fine to plug an analog line in, but you have to have physical infrastructure in order to do it, and most of you already have an internet connection, and because of the way this technology has emerged and evolved, quite frankly, we can now take your internet connection and provision it to a telco switch or a telephony or a phone switch that speaks voice over IP. Behind voice over IP is usually session initiated protocol, or SIP. And so what we do in a VoIP world is we take your internet connection, or we bring in an internet connection, and we register these devices that speak these protocols and enable voice calls in high bandwidth or high fidelity through using codecs and sort of programming that gets this done. So in short, VoIP equals what is voice over IP. You could Google it and get shorter or better instructions, but for us, VoIP as a business practice allows ease of connection for voice calls. In this video call, for example, if I'm doing a point-to-point video connection and I need someone to listen to what we see, we can enable this phone to speak VoIP, cross that over to our phone system, like to ShoreTel, and then dial into a high-density audio bridge. So VoIP allows the digital world to talk to the analog world, or it allows the digital world to replace the analog phone line. So in short, when we ask you if you want to enable VoIP on your network or voice over IP, we're really trying to make connecting to the outside world or connecting to voice lines easier and, quite frankly, cheaper. So if you've got questions about this or some of my jargon doesn't make any sense, you can give me a call back at 516-282-2812. Thanks for tuning in.